All right, my past pick is going to be Lake of Fire by Nathan Fairburn and Matt Smith. Nathan Fairburn also does the colors for this. He is known mostly as a colorist. If you've read any of Grant Morrison stuff lately, this is the dude who's been doing the colors. He is a phenomenal storyteller too. Lake of Fire is an extremely well-researched story about the Crusades, but what if aliens during it? A remarkable book. I'm just going to read the back a little bit here. It is 1220 AD, and the gears of the crusade grind on. When an alien spacecraft infested with a horde of bloodthirsty predators crash lands in a remote wilderness of the French Pyrenees, a small band of crusaders and a Cathar heretic are all that stand between God's kingdom and hell on earth. So a little bit of religion, but not in such a way that really forces any kind of ideas or ideals. It really does sort of set about the setting and then lets things run loose and lets some morality play out, which I thought was incredibly good, especially when you're talking about the Crusades.
My past pick for this week is Dark Fang. It is about a vampire who basically is living under the ocean. She's sleeping, her eternal sleep, slowly starts realizing that her environment is changing. So she comes up on land and realizes what the fossil fuel industries are doing. So she seeks revenge on a lot of business people that are responsible for the environmental collapse. So it's pretty fun. It's got some great, it's like vampire activism. She murders a lot of people in a lot of horrible ways, but kind of well-deserved because they're CEOs and stuff. So, very cool. It's called, it's on the back. It's called An Action Horror Middle Finger to the Politicians and Propagandists Who Choose to Deny the Reality of Climate Change.
My best this week is going to be Superman Worlds of War. Looks like a beefy war book, and there's a little bit of beefy war in this, but most of it is actually about there being a lack of Superman in a world that has gotten used to him, and about who he is as a person, what he means to people, and a lot of things like that. It's really great because Philip Kennedy Johnson, who's taking over the Superman books, has sort of his take on display here about what this character means, and it resonates in a way, especially today, about who we are and what we need in terms of security and what a symbol of hope can mean to people. I really love that. And you also get bonus stuff here with one, the beefy Michaelianan art, because boy howdy is this book full of beef boys. And the next issue even more so. But you also get a Becky Cloonan co-written Midnighter story and a few other things like a Mr. Miracle tale and a Black Rider tale. So if you're kind of into some Kirby or into some hope, this is going to be a book that you want to read.
My pick this week is actually a new format of an older series. Harrow County came out in single issues a couple years ago, and it's been in softcover and large oversized hardcover omnibuses. And now we have this beautiful compact soft omnibus. So there'll be two of these because this is half the series right here. So it's nice and weighty, good paper. If you've been waiting to get into it but you're a little intimidated, or you just want to dive in. So Harrow County is a horror story about a young girl who's reaching her 18th birthday and realizing that the world has a lot more to it than she expected. So I'll just read the back really quickly. Emmy always knew that the woods surrounding her home crawled with ghosts and monsters. But on the eve of her 18th birthday, she learns that she is connected to these creatures and to the land itself in a way she never imagined. I really liked this one because at the time I was really scared of horror, so I was really picky with it. And it is nice light horror. There's definitely some body horror, as you can see. So if you get squicky about that, then probably not. But if you're interested in like folk tales and mythology and kind of a southern horror feel, definitely check out Harrow County. And scene.
Walk into the sea.